The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Toledo Rockets, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Toledo Rockets return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They'll leave it with him. Cross. He is smashing people. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. To the air, it's Pryor. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rockets are on the move.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down?
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Boy, was he well protected. Finally, lets one go to the left. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now on the counter. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, he's...
Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
I don't know how to do it, though, Keith.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He's got enough for the first down. They'll slide it at the 37. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Rides to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
Now, a 4th down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. Tackled after picking up the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Now they'll run the draw.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge. And big-time play by this defensive line, setting the line of scrimmage, getting the stop, forcing the 4th down now. I think I got a pretty good idea, Palmer, that, well, if you're calling plays, if I'm calling plays, well, really, if anybody's calling plays, I'm thinking green light.
Yeah, so let's see if the defensive line can do it again. You just saw it on that last play. Can they bow up one more time, make a game-changing and a momentum-changing type play to give the football back to their offense?
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. And it doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The give to the back. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better off.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Toledo. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UMass needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with that crowd there in Amherst behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 9 to South Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays, another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contend this offense.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Rockets offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Rockets will call on their punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
And the Rockets will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to pass on second down. What a snag by the defense. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Rockets. How about that D coming up with a play like that? This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense, scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football, and creating a negative point.
He's looking for a man on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Colorado.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Wide receiver shows motion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
Motion from the offense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Rockets want to crank the tempo.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got his man across the middle. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. And the Rockets will have it 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Pryor. Coming after him. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now they regain the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down, and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job of that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Now, 4th down.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking to pass. Holds it in on the left. He's off to the races. He's at the 10. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And the Buffaloes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Buffaloes want to move quickly. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Colorado! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Offense getting set for 1st down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. 1st down to start the drive after the break. They're getting this guy lathered up. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Pryor. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
No return coming. He'll call. Touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Right back to the well. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
On second down, looking to throw. Going to take a shot. And it's caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The Rockets come to the line in the hurry up.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking downfield, it's Pryor. He'll throw it. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Getting some heat. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on third down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Barnes. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off play action on first down. Dances away. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught over the middle. It's Dobbs. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one splits the uprights.
Got all 3 timeouts left in your back pocket. You're down a possession here late in the fourth quarter. You do not have to kick an onside kick. You trust your defense. You use your timeouts wisely. You can have a lot of time left on offense to go and win this game.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide out in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, leave the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the...
He's going to fire deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.